I am Rajeev Ramachandran from Kochi, Ernakulam district of the state of Keralam. Yes, you heard it right. That's the name. From today onward, we can call this state Keralam because that is what it has been always in Malayalam. And now that name is on the cusp of constitutional recognition. The Union Cabinet's approval of the proposal of officially renaming Kerala as Keralam follows a unanimous resolution passed by the state's Legislative Assembly. That resolution urged the Union government to amend the constitution so that the first schedule reflects the Malayalam name of the state, correcting what many have long described as an anglicized carryover. Inside the assembly, this was framed not as a symbolism, but as historical alignment. Across party lines, members supported the move. The argument was rooted in linguistic truth. In Malayalam usage, this land was always Keralam. The constitution simply needs to catch up. But politics layered itself onto that clarity. Last month, the state president of the BJP sent a separate representation to the union government supporting the name change. Notably, that communication did not foreground the unanimously passed assembly resolution. Instead, it framed a demand as a cultural and civilizational affirmation, that too from that party. The omission was not accidental, obviously, because the assembly resolution was a collective constitutional act, the state speaking institutionally. By moving independently, the BJP appeared to reposition the issue, presenting itself as a proactive champion of cultural restoration rather than a party responding to a formal federal request. But Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan responded with a calculated counter move. He welcomed the BJP president's representation. He did not reject it, but he pointedly reminded that Keralam has been demanding this change for years and that the state had already formally conveyed its position through the assembly. In one move, he absorbed the BJP's support while reclaiming the narrative ownership of the demand. It was a subtle but effective political maneuver. And the timing adds further texture to this move. The Union Cabinet's decision comes even as sections of the right wing ecosystem amplify discussions around a sequel to a controversial film, The Kerala Story. The first film triggered intense backlash here, with the state government arguing that it misrepresented Keralam's social and secular fabric. So, at one level, Keralam is again being invoked in polarizing cultural narratives. At another, the union government has acknowledged the state's preferred linguistic identity, recognition, and representation unfolding simultaneously. Now, what could this mean going forward? First, the constitutional amendment process will move to the parliament. That opens the floor for national debate. Other states with anglicized names may push similar demands. Linguistic authenticity could become part of a wider federal conversation. Second, electorally, this reshapes positioning. For the BJP, supporting the change aligns with regional pride in a state where it seeks expansion in the coming election. For the ruling front LDF, the approval validates its claim of defending Keralam's identity through institutional means. Third, symbolically, this reinforces the idea that federalism in India is not static. States negotiate space, assert cultural dignity, and shape how they are represented in the constitutional text. What began as a resolution in Thiruvananthapuram has now traveled to New Delhi. And in that journey, we have seen assertion, appropriation, counter moves, and eventual approval. This is not just about adding an M, it's about who names, who frames, and who defines. This is Keralam in language, in memory, and perhaps soon in the Constitution of India.